Hello, this video is to show you how to use the track changes. It's a simple tool in the Word document, and to make use of it should be very straightforward, but sometimes I find students use them incorrectly. So to use the track changes, basically you see the Word document here, right here on review. When you click on the review, you have these following options. You can't find the track changes here. You click on the track changes. Right now, there's no track changes, which means that if I change anything in this document, which I saved previously, let's say, for example, I cancel these entities and then have it here to end here, it's not going to show that anything has changed. But if I click on track changes, if I go back to the previous position and I click on track changes and I choose for everyone, so that if I do any track changes here, other people who have access or who I send these documents to, they will also see that I have made changes to this document. So in that case, it's going to be easy for people to track what has changed. So if I click for everyone, it's going to show that if I click on just mine, then it may not show if this document is sent to other people. Now click on for everyone. And now right now, I'm going to take off this word here, entities. So you could see it shows. And if you click on this red button here, which is one option you could use, click on show button, it's going to show that this was cancelled. Okay. And then click on this button just to make sure that your Word document is tidy. You can easily read through it. You click on this icon again. It's going to take that cancelled word away. Now, the other way you could also make it to show if you cannot click on this red button is to simply come here and choose the options you want. So I use the simple markup option, which means that the changes I make to this Word document is going to be hidden. Now, if I click on this draw down arrow on the simple markup, I could choose markup or markup. I could choose no markup at all, which means there are changes to the document, but the changes are not going to show any sign that something has been changed. And I could choose original if I like. Now, if I choose on all markup, it's going to show every changes that are made to this document from the last time it was saved to the time that it is newly opened. Now, if I type something new here, say today is July 23rd. Now you could say it shows that I added some information to it. Don't bother about the rate text. Once you click on it or once you save it and you take away the track changes, it's going to be the automatic text. So if I click on this, for example, it's going to show the automatic text. So you don't have to worry about the rate text. Now, if I take away this word I just typed today, because I just opened this document and I cancel it, it's not going to show this because this was not there before I opened this document. So anything that I type newly to the document is not going to be recorded as a change because it's not a change from the last time it was saved. So the only tracks you find are the changes that occurred from the last time it was saved. Now, assuming that I choose the other options, let's say I choose no markup at all, it doesn't mean that there are no changes and I cannot see those changes. The only indication of choosing this option is that my work should look like original, but there are changes behind the scene because if I send it to someone, those changes are going to show should the person choose to show all markup, or sometimes it will automatically show on that person's computer that changes have been made to the document. Now, assuming I take away all of this, it doesn't show anything has gone on. But if I want to know whether those some changes have been made to the document, I can simply come back here and choose on markup. And now, if I'm not happy with the changes that has been made and I want to keep this information, all I need to do is to highlight the information I want to keep, or you can highlight all of this depending on what you want, and then come here, use this function here, which is called reject. You click on the draw down arrow and you reject change or reject all changes. When you reject all changes, it's going to reject all changes in the document. If you want the specific changes I highlighted to be removed so that we can retain the original information that was there previously, then we just reject change. Now let's assume that I don't want changes to this document at all. All I need to do is to use the other option I just mentioned, which is reject all changes. And nothing is going to be there because there's no change because I rejected all changes. Now going back, if I want to accept all the changes that has been made to the document, all I need to do is to use accept, click on this drop down arrow, and then accept all changes. Now, assuming that I want to accept some changes and reject some changes, like what we did in the reject option, is to highlight the changes I want to accept, and then click on accept this change. So these are various ways you use the track changes. They are very handy. And remember, when you make those changes, remember to save your documents so that those changes can be saved with your documents. I hope this video was useful to you. You could also look at some of the other micro-credentials videos I have on this channel, which may help you in using some basic technology.